An AI boomtown, as New York Times describes it. What's up, guys? My name is Evan. I'm your local real estate agent out here in Wenatchee, Washington. Today, I'm making this video highlighting the main reason me and my family, or my family and I, moved out here from downtown Portland, Oregon to the sunny central slopes of Wenatchee, Washington. If that's of interest to you guys, stay tuned. We'll dive right into it, and I'm sure you're going to learn a lot. Housing prices. Guys, the first reason I moved out here and fled Oregon, I loved Oregon. I really had a good time there, guys. But it was just, the juice wasn't worth the squeeze in terms of how expensive housing was. Whereas out here in Wenatchee, in East Wenatchee, in the greater area, you get so much more value for your dollar when it comes to housing than you do really anywhere near Portland, Oregon, which is really worth it, especially if you're starting a family or if you just want to settle down and buy something. In addition to getting more bang for your buck when it comes to housing, the community is so much safer, guys. My wife and I, we were living in Eastern Portland, or East Portland, I guess is a better way to say that. You know, we were paying like $2,300 a month for rent. It was a nice house, but there were just violent crimes outside, and it just didn't feel like home. It didn't feel like a place I wanted to raise a family, or we wanted to raise a family. So we moved out here, and guys, I've got to be honest, the safety of it and just how much further your dollar goes in comparison to what it does in Seattle or Portland is just, it cannot be overstated. Out here, you're looking at a good entry-level home that's going to be, you know, more than enough for a lot of people, right around the 420 mark or even the 400K mark, depending on, you know, the neighborhoods you're looking into. In addition to homes usually being cheaper out here than they are in the metro areas of Portland and Seattle, the lots are usually bigger too, and if you're lucky, they're irrigated, which effectively means free water for your lawn and your garden, which is super cool. Houses are usually built further apart, so you really get a feel that just that space, that privacy, that slower way of life that seems like higher quality. You know, I find myself much more appreciative of the little things out here and less kind of just on that rat race, just like chasing the wheel, just, you know, always just hustling and hustling and hustling. So I really, really like it out here, and you're closer to nature. The hikes out here are stunning. And it's also, you know, when you go out here on a hike, it's just you know, your partner, maybe your friends, and maybe two other people you'll see on the trail, versus in Portland or Seattle, it's like the shopping mall out there. You're just, you know, surrounded by trees, but there's just so many people out there enjoying nature, which I love. Like, more people outdoors, the better. But when I go outside, I want to be outside and I don't want to feel congested at all. And I think the population density of central Washington, specifically out here around Wenatchee, really allows one to, you know, be close to the city, but also really feel remote. So it's a beautiful, beautiful blend of urban living and, you know, country living, if you will. Another reason I came out here, guys, and one I'm sure you can all relate to, or maybe you're craving a little bit more of it, is the sunshine. Guys, Wenatchee, Washington is popular for a plethora of reasons, but one of them being is on average we get 300 days of sunshine a year, which is so much. And you really, or at least I really feel it in my mood, my energy. I'm just happier out here. I'm healthier, getting that vitamin D levels up, and it's just overall just, it seems like a more, I guess I'm just happier. I don't know. Yeah. So in short, the sunshine, as you can see out the window, it's sunny right now. I don't know what the weather is. It's March 17th on the day of filming. I wonder how the weather is in Portland. It'll be interesting to check out. Guys, I did check it out, and you cannot make this stuff up. Look at the weather here in Portland, Oregon. As we can see, we've got rain and more rain. This has got me curious. What are we looking at in Seattle? Oof, guys, a lot of rain. This is why I moved to Wenatchee. I like sunshine. If you do too, come on out. To keep talking about the proximity to the outdoors, guys, Mission Ridge, 20 minutes away from downtown, is absolutely a beautiful ski resort. And one of the reasons I came out here is I truly feel like Wenatchee, Washington is probably the last affordable ski town on the West Coast. Now, I know as I make, and more and more people like me make videos like this on the internet, home prices are going to go up. But one of the reasons I moved here is I want to be able to capture that appreciation and, you know, set a nest egg aside for my wife and I and soon to be kids. But for those of you that have been to Bend, Oregon, an absolutely brilliant town, but I'm not rich enough to live there effectively. We'll just call it what it is. Whereas here in Wenatchee, I feel like it's exactly where Bend was 20 years ago. hadn't blown up, still super cool. The locals were loving it, but you can make 60, 70K a year and still live there and have a good quality of life. Where now that's not the case in Bend, Oregon at all. But here in Wenatchee, Washington, you can still enjoy the outdoors, enjoy the slopes, enjoy the mountain bikes, enjoy just everything that the Cascades and the high desert of the East has to offer here, of Eastern Washington has to offer, on a budget, on making 60K a year, on making 70K a year. The average person in Wenatchee, the average employed adult in Wenatchee makes 55K a year. That's not exorbitant amount of money, but that just goes to show you that they're having a good quality of life at, a modest income, a respectable income, but nothing absurdly high like you see in Bend, Oregon. So I think that really highlights the value that your dollar gets here. Proximity to the river. Guys, I absolutely love, love, love being on the water. And if there's one thing Wenatchee's known for, it's definitely not water with our 300 days of sunshine a year. But we do have two major rivers cutting through. We've got the Columbia, and then to the north side of town there, we have the Wenatchee River that you can float on an inner tube from Leavenworth to the Columbia River. An absolutely brilliant time, a brilliant way to spend a sunny summer day. And guys, it's, I'm here on the south side of town over by Saddle Rock, which is just a beautiful hiking area. And it's a 15-minute drive to the north side of town where I can get into the river. I love that. And what's also cool about this is I'm going to go out there and it's going to be me and like 5 people. I love it. It's so cool. Guys, I'm telling you, hit me up. Let's go check out Wenatchee, Washington together. And I'm telling you, if you have not seen it before, you're going to love it. My wife and I moved here after only hearing about it for a month. We heard about it. We quit our jobs. We moved out here and now we're crushing it. And I could not be happier. So as you can see, guys, there's a lot of reasons to come out east if you're coming from Portland and Seattle, or west if you're coming from Spokane or anywhere else in the U.S. effectively, to come check out this beautiful town that we call home. Guys, that's it. I've got a lot more reasons to dive into and why I love this city so much, but you'll have to wait for another day to see that video. Until then, I hope you're doing well. I look forward to hearing from you in the comments. If you want to hear from me, guys, just comment Wenatchee, and I'll shoot you a DM and we'll take it from there, guys. Hope you're well. Talk to you soon. Peace.